Borada, welcome to the InstaSim channel. Today I'm playing Professor Layton and the Pandora's box once again. In the last episode, we did a puzzle to cross an icy lake. And in this episode, we're going to cross that icy lake. But first, let's read Layton's journal because we have some stuff to read. Heading for Herzen Castle. The time I've spent in town investigating Fallen Senses history has given me most of the pieces to the puzzle. But some facts still elude me. To answer those remaining questions, Luke and I have but one option remaining to us. We must head out for Herzen Castle. Ghosts of the forest. Luke claims to have seen a ghost lurking in the forest. Personally, I believe that his sighting to be nothing but the trick of the light. But I can't blame him for being jumpy. After all, this town has been full of inexplicable happenings, but the question now is how these happenings are connected with the rumour that the town is cursed. We also have some old diary stuff. We have another diary entry. My father fell ill from that sickness and has passed away. I also heard that many of the people who left Fallen Sense have formed a village a safe distance from town. I imagine she lives there now too. I've decided to send her a letter. As Duke, I can't leave town, but I've entrusted my message with a man who is passing through town. Now all I can do is wait for her reply. So I've got 2 more diary entries to find. Which I wasn't expecting I would find all of them, in all honesty. Anywho, we have an iceberg. I'm not sure what that iceberg has to do with anything. It has a puzzle. How did the Titanic fall? It hit an iceberg. Maybe this was that iceberg. Who knows? Maybe the puzzle will tell us. Ooh, watch your step here, Professor. It's nothing but ice. There's no snow for us to walk on here, so we'll need to tread carefully. Here goes. Oh, it's another ice slippery crossing puzzle. We have another one of these. Okay. Well, let's do it then, shall we? Down. Ooh, this is weird. Let's restart for a minute. So you have to go that way, obviously. Yeah, now we're back to the start. Yeah, oh, hang on. No, that doesn't really work either. So if we go down that way, we want to hit this wall essentially, don't we? Really. Realistically, that's the wall we need to hit. Aha! Found it. Hooray!
Let's see if this works.
Of course it works. We made it to the end. Cool. Well done. It's a miracle we both made it across without taking a tumble. I sense we're getting close, Luke. Let's keep moving. Yes. I'm not doing another one. Professor, are you sure it's safe to cross this thing? It looks a bit rickety. Safe enough, I believe. Are you frightened, Luke? A little, yes. I mean, just look. If I fell, that'd be the end of me for sure. Now, Luke, it may seem scary, but if you stay calm and keep moving forward, you'll be just fine. Here, help me with this puzzle. It will help take your mind off our little trip across the chasm. Puzzle 100, a Rickety Bridge. Luke and Professor Layton stand at one end of a rickety old bridge, afraid of falling into the chasm below. Luke's legs have become stiff with fear, and he can only walk across the bridge in increments of 1 or 3 planks at a time. The narrowness of the bridge prevents Luke from doubling back the way he came or switching the foot he's standing on before stepping forward. Use your stylus to create a path that guides Luke safely across the bridge whilst avoiding any gaps in the planks. Luke is safe when he steps on the red footprint. That was easy.
Consider this puzzle solved. And there we have it.
That was some fancy footwork. The 9th step you choose gets Luke safely across the bridge. Well, I suppose I feel a little better, but this bridge still makes me nervous. That is fair. And we have a hint coin. And another one. And another one. Oh. The Herzens should have invested a little of that legendary wealth into repairing this tatty bridge. Probably. Wow, this place looks even scarier up close. Feeling nervous again, are you? Not in the slightest. Let's go, Professor. Somebody help me. What seems to be the problem, sir? There's a vampire in that castle. I thought I was a goner, but I managed to give him the slip. An actual vampire? Are you sure? I didn't stick around to check his fangs up close, sonny boy. I've got to get out of here. Ah! So what do you think about all this vampire business now, Professor? The rumour does seem to have spread throughout the population of Falsense. Well, do you think maybe it could be, more than a rumour? Mr. Purcell seemed fairly sure. That's what we're here to find out. Just a few more steps and we'll find out for ourselves. Save your progress! Hooray! An encounter at the end of the line. We are now coming to the end of the game. It would appear you've solved at least 80 puzzles. Hooray! I commend your perseverance and proclaim you're worthy of entrance to this castle.
Welcome.
Ah, Nigel.
Sorry to intrude, but we are investigating an important antique. This box we have here. The emblem on its lid seems connected to your house in some way. Would you have time to answer a few questions?
I think this matter would best be addressed by the Master. Please, come inside.
Part of me doesn't want to, but we'll do it anyway.
Wow, this place is really something else.
Indeed, Luke. This castle is extremely impressive.
Right this way, please.
Good evening. Welcome to my house. So, if I understand correctly, you're saying people fear the box because they believe it kills anyone who opens it. That's quite a story, isn't it?
It seems that the design on this box is connected to your family in some way. Can you tell me anything about this?
It's true that it was a Herzen family heirloom. Although I parted with it a number of years ago, the garish emblem you mentioned wasn't exactly, suited to my taste.
Personally, I think it's quite spectacular.
Oh, is that so? Well, chalk it up to my bad taste then.
I don't think he's telling us the whole story.
Perhaps not. It's hard to say just yet.
I'm sorry I'm not much help, though I confess, visitors are always delightful. I'm sure you've had a long journey, so please do stay the night. Prepare the quarters for our guests, Nigel.
Yes, right away, Master.
Huh?
Apologies for that slight thing in the cutscene there where it just froze a bit. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. It is probably something to do with the emulator though, but anyway. Wow, this is the poshest room I've ever seen. The Monarch Express looks tawdry by comparison. It's a room benefiting the wealthiest and most influential family of Falsense. I have a hard time believing a place as gorgeous as this has a vampire lurking about it. Oh, you never know, Luke. Maybe Anton himself is a vampire and you just haven't realised it yet. Anton? Doubt it. He seemed like a perfectly nice chap to me. Yes, he sounded very pleasant indeed. Wait a second. I thought you didn't believe in vampires. Are you pulling my leg, Professor? Still, now that you mention it, there is something strange going on here. Remember that picture we saw in the Herzen Museum? Anton was in it, wasn't he? The thing is, the photo was taken 50 years ago, but Anton doesn't look a day older. So it's been bothering you too, has it? I can't quite understand how it could be possible. It's especially odd given that Mr. Beluga has clearly aged since the picture was taken. It would seem that both Anton and his castle warrant further examination. There's that famous Layton intuition acting up again. I suppose you could say that, though I'd hardly call it famous. Why don't we start our exploration of the castle with this room? Good idea, let's get to it. Ah, we've got hint coins. Oh. I say, look at this picture, Luke. Is that Falsense there? It looks like it. I think so. The artist's inscription down here says that this painting is 50 years old. It looks more or less the same as the Falsense we can see outside our window, though. Huh. What are you thinking, Professor? Oh, it's nothing. I was just pondering something. Another hint coin. And another one in the chair. And a puzzle. That is a fascinating painting. Have you ever seen such a convincing illustration of a ball? From what we've seen of this castle, I'm certain the ball was extremely opulent. My, it's getting late. There's time for a quick puzzle and then it's off to sleep, alright? The strange painting. The couple in this piece seem to be dancing high in the air, floating impossibly near the chandelier. But when viewed properly, there's nothing strange at all about the picture. If you look closely enough, one peculiar air of the painting hints at the reason the whole picture seems so odd. Find the peculiar air and circle it to learn the truth. I just say it's the floor because it's,
Here goes.
it's just a mirror. Or reflection.
That was almost too easy.
Yes, it was. Nice eye, the couple seem to be the only two people with a visible reflection on the floor. It seems that the scene in the painting isn't of the ball itself, but rather of its reflection on the ballroom floor. Perhaps the young couple out on the floor looked so happy together that the painter didn't want to ruin their dance by staring straight at them. It really is a magnificent picture. Oh, what's this? What's this? Luke, tell me, do these two look familiar to you? It looks like Anton, and is that Katia? Or are my eyes playing tricks on me? I must be tired. I don't think it's tiring at all. It's getting late, Luke. It's been quite a day for us, so perhaps it's time to turn in. Yeah, I could use some sleep. Good night, Professor. Okay.
What? Professor, is that Katya?
The resemblance is striking.
What are they doing together? Oh!
Fear not, my dear. They're just the main course for this evening. And my, don't they look fresh.
What?
Lovely. You're awake. It's been far too long since I've encountered prey so feisty.
What on earth is going on?
Anton! What sort of madness is this?
Yes, I'd like to ask the same question.
I knew it! You are a vampire!
Well, if that's the case, it was rather foolish for you to venture here, wouldn't you say?
I agree with Anton, he's smart.
But I'm afraid it's too late now. I must begin preparations.
Well, bollocks, it looks like we're becoming vampires too.
In the meantime, why don't you just stay put and enjoy each other's company?
I don't think we have much of a choice.
After all, it'll be your last chance.
Did you hear that? Anton's going to eat us for dinner. Oh god. Luke, listen to me. Take a deep breath and collect yourself. But there's no cause for worry, my boy. Whoever tied these ropes was clearly no sailor. With a little work, I may be able to get free. A puzzle to get us free. How to escape. A man sits bound by a long length of rope among several posts. While he has no hope of untying his bonds, he can still move his legs. Were he to stand up and run away, his long trail of rope looks like it might catch on at least one of the posts. He'll need to use his legs to pull up any post that the rope will get caught on before he can dash off. Touch these posts to mark them with an X. While he has no hope of untying his bonds, he can still move his legs. Were he to stand up and run away, his long trail of rope looks like it might catch on at least one of these posts. He'll need to use his legs to pull up any post that the rope will get caught on before he can dash off. Touch these posts to mark them with an X. So that one will definitely be... It might just be that one, actually. Because none of the others have anything connected.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay, there is more than one.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Study how the rope is looped around the posts. Okay. Your best bet here is to just look at how the rope is wrapped around the post. Try using the memo function to trace the path the rope takes around them. Ah, good point. So that goes like this, and then it goes around like that. Okay. So we're not going to get trapped by that one at all. We might get trapped by that one as well. Hang on, is the real answer none of them?
Consider this puzzle solved.
No, there is actually at least one of them then.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
We can't select him either. Ah, wait, is it that one? Because it's the only one that's... No. I tried.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
I'll use another hit point to see if there's anything obvious that I'm missing. The man only needs to remove a single post in order to escape. How about that one? Because it does look like that kind of loops around that way.
And now to test my theory.
There we go.
Ha! Wonderful.
Yeah, so that's the only one, because... Ah, yeah, okay. Good point. Mark the area encircled by rope, and suddenly this puzzle gets a lot easier. There's only one post that needs to be removed for the man to make his getaway. He'd better hurry up and get that post loose. Yes, very much so. We're finally free, but there's no time to stand around. We must find a way out, and quickly. I will do that in the next episode, because this episode is getting long, so, and I don't like long videos. Anyway, so in the next episode we're going to find out how to escape, and it feels like that'll be the last episode of the series because of where we are at the moment. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Professor Layton and the Pandora's Box. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It'd help me a lot, and you get more videos like this. Also, don't forget to like my Facebook, on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, goodbye.